A former St. Helens high school teacher will remain behind bars ahead of trial, and that was the decision made by a judge in the Columbia County Courthouse today.
Eric Stearns has been accused of sexually abusing over a dozen people, and today he was in court asking to be released from jail ahead of a trial. Our Fox 12 investigative reporter Ezra Kaplan has been covering this story for months. He was inside the courtroom today.
The key question the judge was looking at today is whether Eric Stearns continues to be a potential danger to the public. And while his attorney argued for him to be released, the courtroom was packed with those who wanted him to stay behind bars. For the alleged victims of Eric Stearns, today was a chance to have their voices heard.
The next one says, Honorable Judge, I am writing to you today to express my concern in regard to the release of Eric Stearns.
The prosecutor painted a picture of a man who had demonstrated a pattern of abuse over the course of decades and read statements from the alleged victims of that abuse.
Leading up to the day Eric Stearns assaulted me, I thought he was a friend. He used his charismatic charm to make me believe he was a safe person.
Meanwhile, the defense said that the victims' statements themselves illustrated that the alleged crimes are not as serious as the prosecution makes them out to be.
Grooming is not a crime.
Indeed.
Being creepy is not a crime. Being a teacher that makes students uncomfortable is not a crime.
I spoke with the mother of one of the alleged victims after court today. We aren't showing her face since her child is still underage and a possible abuse victim. But take a listen to what she had to say. Coming out of court with the result that we got today, how are you feeling?
Relieved. It was a huge sense of relief. I think if you were sitting in the courtroom, you heard a huge sigh of relief. So,
were you expecting this? Were you hedging for the worst?
I was really trying to prepare for the worst. Just the emotional support that would be needed afterwards. But I was hopeful that this would be the outcome, and I'm really happy about it.
Over the weekend, the district attorney filed additional charges against Stearns, adding 4 new alleged victims, bringing the total to 16. He now faces a total of 29 charges of sexual abuse. And one of the newly added victims is a male who was a student at the time of the alleged abuse.
The reason that he didn't come forward before was because the defendant specifically said to him, don't tell, or else people are going to think you're gay.
In a community wrestling with scandal, one more step forward on the long road to resolution and conclusion. Now, Eric Stearns' defense attorney, Jennifer Myrick, explained that this is a complex case, something that the court has agreed with. That means there's going to be a lot of discovery. It's going to take a lot of extra time to get ready for trial. All that being said, they don't expect to go to a jury until early 2026. Reporting in St. Helens, Ezra Kaplan, Fox 12 Oregon.